Okay, we're going to reassemble, hopefully. Alright. See, this edge, this has a wider edge right here, this side for me. This side has a narrower edge. So that side, the narrow one, I think goes down, or well, toward the fat end of this outer part. Now this is the smaller edge. Under that, the bigger edge. This is the smaller edge going toward the bigger edge with the bigger edge on top. And we have this, which is the inner part. I can't name off the top of my head, but it has a little area that's, you know, comes out a little there, little thing. The other side is completely smooth. This side goes toward the fatter end of this, so this way. That's what I remember and gather, because the Bentley doesn't say. And just for reference, I do have my Bentley with me, right there on that page, just because. I don't know if we're going to mess up, but I'm always good at that. Alright, so this side and this going in there just like magic. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? It's cool. Alright, cleaned out the balls. They don't even look like they've got problems at all. They actually fell out of here versus need to snap out. I don't know if that's a problem, but there's no worn grooves really, so I can't tell you. I'm going to start by putting two opposite balls in, because it seems as though that's the easiest method to do this. And we're going to have this smaller end right here oriented toward, well, get this out of the way, that right there. So smaller end in between those two. Well. Her. Yep. Balls keep falling out. This thing's really loose. But it's not worn. That's weird. This is just the way it's made. I don't know. Better if I probably picked that up. Dropped it. There we go. Got those seated in there. Next we just load the balls up. Of course that doesn't look right. Or does it look right? Yeah, it does look right. Okay. Don't you come out of there. Back in that hole, boy. Putting the balls in from different angles. And rotate it. And it's together again. Ta-da! Just so that we know it's together right. Again, this is the small end here versus the fatter end here. This is smooth. On this little inside piece is smooth. The ridged area is on the outside. The bigger end is where the concave washer will go. And this wide angle, which I've been told on the Samba is the wide angle. This is a small, narrow to small, and small to, or well, narrow to wide all around. Got narrow, wide, narrow, etc. You know, whatever. Really moves smooth in there like that. Okay, and I'll be setting that one aside for now while we disassemble the other and clean it up. Well, came down to cleaning up the outer one. Doesn't seem too bad in there. It's just kind of scratchy around the edges, you know. But I don't know much about these. I did notice on here, this little piece right in here looks like it's pitted, which means I guess I have to get a new one. But I need this car now, and I can't just let it sit there and wait for something to come in. It's my only vehicle, so I'm gonna be forced to just keep using it until I can afford to get something like that and take it all back apart and replace it. Oh well. Cleaned this up. Did not use anything powerful enough to, you know, take the paint off or anything. Yep. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna reassemble. Typically, I guess this is the part where you would re-lube the CV joint. This is the grease that came with the kit or the kits plural, that I got from Wolfsburg West. I don't know what the part number, but you know, you can find it. Original something, it's in German, I can't pronounce it. Genuine grease for constant velocity joints. That's what that is. Need it? Don't want it? No, I'm kidding. In this kit, got a new retainer type thing for the boot here. Got some new bolts. These have little points on the top of them for some reason. And I think they're shorter than the original. I would touch the original, but I just washed my hands for this. And since I have a 71 Super Beetle with these original CV joints, even though this one over here is a little pitted in one of the little areas, I have no choice but to continue driving that until I can get a new one and tear it all back down again. But I have to have my vehicle, you know. Can't not work and then wait for parts. It's a new retaining ring clip going over there. It does come with this little grooved kind. I guess on other ones it would kind of slide on like that or whatever. But I'm not using those. But I'm using this one right here. I put that right there. But after I put the boot on, getting ahead of myself. This is a regular kind of C-clip. Put the clip in there, or the pliers. Pull them apart, you know. Not using that. I don't know what this is for. It's probably for some other VW something that I don't have. Thing, buzz, who knows. Alright, that's one side kit. The other side's still in its package. Before I put the joint on, I'm going to put the boot on. I'm supposed to lube these things up, but I don't want to get any grease on it yet. So I'm just going to slide it on to this right here as best I can without any kind of lube right now. Probably scratching stuff up, but you know, you can take it apart anyway within the short future, just because. Good old shirt. It's your mechanic type shirt. That's all it takes, just one play on the bug, and you got it. Sure, everybody's like, no, don't do it that way. It's harder that way. That's wrong, whatever, but I don't care. My bug, I do it my way, the hard way. Then I'll learn. Rawr. Fine day for the neighbor to be having someone mow his yard, I tell you what. Oh, gravy. And just slide it that way. You know, while I'm at it, I might as well just get like 2 CV joints and then hold another bar in the middle here and just make a brand new one. Might as well. Keep the old original and hang her up on the wall. Yeah, I'm sure grease would make this a whole lot quicker, but I'm not ready for that just yet. Or maybe I am. Who knows? Yep. Cut up in some CV joint grease. Molly grease, as I've read that it's been called. Why? I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. A little bit in there just to get me started. Move on up and on up. Move it on up. Seems like every time I try to make a video, something loud happens. Got other videos that I've made. Yeah, turn it off. Good boy. Fuck. It seems, Dude. More grease. Leftover inside the boot. Yep. I suck at this. I suck it on the bug too. I'm kind of kill my bug killer. This is why you take it to professionals. Because they know tricks and it's easier to do and all this. But when you don't have money, you save up for whatever you can. That's what happens. Alright, before I put the other side boot on, I'm going to slide these in, little rings. Let's see. I'm trying to think of which way I want this to go. That way. Gotta open the other package. I want them to be the same orientation. So, like this, and right there. Alright, lube it up a little bit. Probably should have just set these outside the sun or something, let them get all warm. But I'm stupid. I think of that after the fact. Dumbass. I know that I'm an idiot. And I don't play one on TV. Putting these other sets on last week. Had my torque ratchet fell and busted me in the lip because I wasn't holding it right. Alright, which side do I want to be the inner? Let me line these up. If I'm underneath the car, we'll do it that way. That way I can see it better. Putting those in the middle like that, just to get them that way. You know, kind of lining all this stuff up for. Not going to put these on here yet, because when I get it, all these secured around, well, you got to line up the holes when you line up these on there. So I'll do that after the fact. Keep them down. When you put that on there, adjust them where they need to go, pop them right on. A little hammering. Yada yada yada. Alright. Circle concave. Concave smallest, concave in goes into the inside. Get the other one out of the package since I already got it open. Do the same so I don't forget. Alright. Now we can pack the bearing or joint, the CV joint. Or I could put it on there and then pack it to make sure that I'm seated in there, but I'll probably be seated in there. I'll go ahead and pack it.